Good morning. This is Dr. R.P. Mouri, and today I am going to deliver a small lecture on cutting propagation. So, actually, what is propagation? Propagation is increasing in number or perpetuation or multiplication of a plant is known as propagation. So, in propagation is different techniques of plant propagation like cutting propagation, layering, specialized vegetative structures, and budding, grafting, all these, or also micropropagation, that is plant tissue culture. But today in this part of lecture, we will discuss only cutting propagation. So in cutting propagation also, we can divide in different parts like stem cutting propagation, leaf cutting, leaf bud cutting, or root cuttings. So first we will discuss stem cutting propagation. So again, stem cutting propagations are four types: herbaceous cuttings, softwood cuttings, semi-hardwood cuttings, or hardwood cuttings. So here herbaceous cuttings we prepared from the plant part that is soft and succulents, that is less lignified. Okay. So is best example for this the iricine, that is the aging plant, or chrysanthemum, important cut flower plants, coleus, that is the foliage beauty plant. Okay, so these are the examples of. In softwood cuttings or herbaceous cuttings, we select the plants in that wood is very soft and succulents. Okay. So in this leaf cutting, in terms of the length of the cutting, we considered ideal size 2.5 to 10 centimeter in length. Okay. And other than the criteria of the length of cuttings, it must include the several nodes. Okay. And in terms of the above cut, no need. Include in this one the apical bud too, meristem also. Okay. Just below the node. So in this one, in some plants, examples Irisham, Chrysanthemum folius, and many more we can use for this. These are the examples. And in these type of cuttings, you can use the rooting hormones, or in some plants can respond without rooting hormone. So no need. But very, we can see the most important thing in this one. You are looking here the first picture that contains the whole leaves. Okay. So that just we are taking the plant part from the mother plant. Okay. So after preparation, you can see the right side second pictures. I mean we can keep only few leaves and remaining leaves we have to remove. And in few leaves we have to remove the part of leaves. So that may be one third part, half part, or maybe two-third part of leaves we have to remove. Reason is two important reasons here. Number one, because the due to large size of leaves, it will be heavy and very difficult to stable cuttings in the bed. Second thing, if large area of leaf, then transpiration rate will be high. Then you can ask me question, why we keep the part of leaf? Yes, because this will helpful in photosynthesis process as well as by the process of transpiration. It will increase the uptake of moisture from the growing media. These are the two important points. And already we mentioned the in herbaceous or softwood cuttings, other than the part of leaf, it must contain the several nodes. So after we can say the few weeks, the nodes will sprout, and from the underground part, new roots will be initiated. Second type of stem cutting is semi-hardwood cutting. So semi-hardwood cutting, in which wood is more lignified as compared to herbaceous or softwood cutting. And also in this one, the length of cuttings is longer than herbaceous or softwood cuttings. So length criteria for semi-hardwood cuttings is 7.5 to 15 centimeters. And similar like last one, it must include the several nodes. So I mean the in herbaceous or softwood cuttings, no need of uppercut. I mean the in uppercut it contains the meristem or apical bud. But in semi-hardwood cuttings, uppercut should be slanting and bottom cut should be just below of the node and it should be horizontal. Okay. And regarding the on nodes containing the some leaves, so we have to remove part of leaves to reduce the load weight of the cutting. And lower part of the cutting on which we made the horizontal cut just below the bud butyric acid, that is the oxygen hormone. Okay. So in these type cuttings, good examples are jasmine, hydrangea, or quisqualis. Quisqualis is Rangian creeper. So these are the best examples. Or regarding the rooting hormones are available in the market. Number one, that is suitable for herbaceous or softwood cuttings. And rooting hormone number two is suitable for semi-hardwood cuttings. And number three, that is the strongest, in which we can say the around 8,000 ppm concentration. So that rooting hormone powder is suitable for hardwood cuttings. So hardwood cuttings we will discuss in next slides. Okay, this one is the hardwood cuttings. So hardwood is fully lignified. Hardwood is fully lignified. We can say the in this one is the wood fully mature. So in dormant uh, hardwood cuttings we should collect from the mother plants during the dormant season. So dormant cuttings may have to no leaves. So here you can ask me why I mean the in herbaceous softwood cutting or semi hardwood cuttings. We keep the leaves or part of leaves. Okay. But in case of the hardwood cuttings, no need to keep leaves on the cuttings. Reason because by the process of photosynthesis, food material is manufactured by the leaves, and that food material through the phloem transport from the leaves to tree stem, tree trunk, or roots, and that will store there. So in hardwood cuttings, we are taking the fully mature, fully lignified uh, cuttings from the stem. So that food material is stored in the stem. Okay. So we can say, okay, so what is the ideal size to prepare the hardwood cuttings? So we can say hardwood cutting should be around 9 inches in length or in centimeters 15 to 30 centimeters. Okay. And it must include the several nodes. So we can say the minimum 4 to 6 nodes must be on hardwood cuttings. Okay. So in this one also polarity is very important. And when we will prepare the hardwood cuttings on the upper part of the hardwood cutting, it should be slanting. And bottom one that should be made just below the node and that should be horizontal. Then okay, what about the uppercut? Uppercut should be 1 to 1.5 centimeter above the node and it should be slanting. Reason of the slanting cut may be during the rainfall or when we apply the water in during irrigation. So if we will make the horizontal cut on the upper side, so that water will be stored on that and it will cause decaying. So that we can lose that cuttings for no success. So that's why we make slanting cut on the upper one. And bottom one just below the nodes, so hardly we can see the around 0.5 centimeters and that should be horizontal. And you know the we keep around 4 to 6 knots, slightly dormant knots on the hardwood cuttings. Next important thing that is the we have to make long incisions on the bottom portion of the hardwood cuttings. We say wounding. That is the wounding. And after that, the number three, we can say the high concentration of IPA that we can use either powder in powder form or maybe in liquid form or in gel form. So bottom portion where we have to develop the roots we have to treat with the rooting hormone, that is the auxin, IBA, indole butyric acid, is the best rooting hormone. Okay, so that is helpful. Okay, so we discussed hardwood cuttings, but hardwood cuttings also three types: straight cuttings, heel cutting, or mallet cuttings. So in straight cuttings, if we are removing the lower or bottom part and contains the 4 to 6 nodes, that is the straight cuttings. Okay. Or in case of the heel cutting, the on primary branch, if we are getting the hardwood cutting from secondary branch, then so that will contain the some flap. That type cutting is known as heel cuttings. Or in case of the mallet cutting, if we are preparing the hardwood cuttings in the form of mallet cuttings, then from the origin place of secondary branch is on primary branch. So just from the base, just below and just above, we have to make the cut with the help of the scapier. Okay, and that type cutting we can use as a mallet cutting. So either straight cutting, heel cutting, or mallet cutting, we have to treat with the rooting hormone, and we have to insert in the well prepared growing media. This is the best method of hard to prepare the hardwood cuttings. Okay, so in majority of plants, semi hardwood cuttings and hardwood cuttings are highly useful, especially for the you can see the hardy plants like trees, some shrubs, or fruit plants. Or softwood cuttings, herbaceous cuttings are useful for the herbaceous plants. So if we are taking the examples in case of the hardwood cuttings, grape, fig, or for semi-hardwood cuttings, pomegranate are the best examples. Okay, after that the stem cuttings. Second type is leaf cuttings. So in leaf cuttings, highly useful for ornamental plants that we use in the landscaping. So in this one, the examples are Begonia rex, Peperomia, African violet, agave, these, and also Bryophyllum. So what we have to do in this one, especially for the Bryophyllum, just you can take the mature leaves or in a tray or pot, you have to fill the well prepared potting mixture that is that must be rich in nutrient content. So just you can breed the Bryophyllum roots. So on the leaf margins, if you are maintaining the moisture, then within 2 3 weeks on the leaf margins, you will see the new plantlets. So when these plantlets are well developed, I mean the underground developing the root system, and an aerial part is the shoot system. Then we can separate out and we can transplant in other potting mix. Okay, so that plant Thank you. हेलो आ तो क्या or in case of the begonia rix, in the complete leaf we have to make pieces of that leaf and we can break in the growing media. And same thing for the agave. We can make the pieces of the leaf, and the lower part we can insert in the growing media by after treating with the rooting hormone. So that one also develop the roots. Okay, and in the above part you will see the leaf primordia, etc. So this one we can say the by vegetative means from the leaf, whole leaf or leaf parts, we can prepare the new plants. Okay, in this one you can see with the help of these pictures you can easily understand. In this one you are looking the different segments or sections of the leaf. After that we are inserting in the tray the lower part inside the growing media and upper part is an aerial part. After that, we have to irrigate and maintain the proper moisture. And from the each section of the leaf, you will get new plants. So in this one, you can see the examples: Begonia rex, Peperomia, African violet, Sedum. Then third type cutting is leaf bud cuttings. So in leaf bud cuttings, that is the for auxiliary buds. Okay. So we can say normally plants are three types: alternate leaved plants, opposite leaved plants, and whole leaves. But in this propagation method, we use only two: alternate leaved plants, opposite leaved plants. Okay. So in this one, alternate leaved plant, you can see in the first diagram left side, it's only single leaf on the base, and you can see here this one is the auxiliary node. So in this one, around 1 centimeter above of the auxiliary bud and 2 centimeter below the auxiliary bud, we have to make the cut. Okay, so that should be 1/3 to half of the thickness of stem, and that we have to separate out with the whole help of knife. After that, we can treat with the rooting hormone, and the lower cut portion we should breed in the well prepared potting mixture. If this leaf is too heavy, then we have to remove some part of this leaf, and we have to apply the water to maintaining the moisture. And this one also After 3 4 weeks, this auxiliary bud will sprout and it will take the shape of shoot, and in opposite direction in the growing media root system develops. So by this method also from alternate leaf we can develop a new plant. And in other hand opposite leaf plants, you are looking in the above diagram from the same axis. In these type plants from the same axis you will see the two leaves in both direction. So this one is very easy. So just above the axillary buds, we can say they are around 1 centimeter above and 2 centimeter below. We have to make horizontal cut in both directions, and after that we have to divide into halves equally. So on both, after separating, both contains the axillary buds on each leaf bud cuttings. So similar like the alternate leaf plants, we have to take with the rooting hormone, and we have to do the same practice. We have to breed the treated part in the well prepared potting mixture and irrigate it and maintain the moisture properly. So similarly alternate leaf plants, this opposite leaf plants also develop the shoot as well as root systems after 3 to 4 weeks. And when this root system develops well, we can transplant at suitable or permanent place. Now, root cuttings. So this one is the underground part, and root cuttings is similar like stem cuttings. Okay. So in some plants, we have to dug out the roots, and these roots by preparing the cuttings from these roots, we have to maintain the length around 2.5 centimeter to 15 centimeter, and on these cuttings must contain the buds, because buds are very important for sprouting to develop the shoot portion, and also in the lower buds helpful to develop the root systems. So small roots orient horizontally and large roots orient vertically. So plant just below surface of this soil. And this, so in this one also we can say that when we will prepare the ideal size of cuttings from the roots, we have to make the horizontal cut on the above. It must contain the nodes. So bottom one we have to treat with the rooting hormone, similar like the stem cuttings. Okay. And in pots or trays we have to prepare the mixture. Okay. And in mixture that contain the perlite, vermiculite, etc. Or you can also prepare the natural ones. So in natural one we can use the river sand plus well rotten farmyard manure or compost or vermicompost. Okay. So I mean it contains the uh, nutrients in proper amount, because these nutrients are the initial source for the growth of new plantlet. Okay, so that's why it is very important. So in this one, root cutting propagation we do in some selected plants. So here good examples are raspberry, phlox, salvia, etc. Okay, factors affecting cutting propagation. So we can say cutting propagation if we compare the propagation if we compare the cutting propagation with the other propagation methods, then we can say cutting propagation is easier, convenient, and very beneficial propagation method if we compare the with other propagation method. But we can say this is also not so easy because many factors are responsible for the success of cutting propagation. So in this slide, we are discussing the different factors. So different factors are genetic factors. So we can say what is the genetic factor? So I mean it will depend on plant to plant. So here I would like to give you example: white muscienda or pink muscienda. If we are propagate pink muscienda by cutting propagation, then we can get very good results. Or if we try to propagate the white muscienda by cutting propagation, very low success. We can say not successful. Okay? So we can say both are the same genus, but species is different. So we can say the one species performing good, but other species is not performing good. Okay. So we can say in one species success rate very high, or in other species success rate is very low. That is, we can say hardly 2 to 4 or 5%, and in one species is maybe 90% success rate. So I mean the in propagation method only can say if success rate is very high, that is profitable for us. If success rate is very low, that is the instead of the benefit is low. So in genetic factors, selection and maintenance of stock plants. So we have to select stock plant material, that we say the mother plants. So if we are selecting those plants from the good genotype, then we will get good success. Or if you are taking the plant material from the hardy species, then we will say is not profitable at all. Second one is the rejuvenation. Rejuvenation. So this is also we can say very important thing, because if we are collecting the planting material from the older plants, then we will get the success rate low. Or if we are getting the planting material from the new growing points, then we will get higher success rate. So what we do in rejuvenation, just during the dormancy period, we have to do heavy pruning. So after dormancy period, where after doing the pruning, new growth will start. So all branches are new. So if we are getting the planting material from these new branches, then we will get the higher success rate. So this one is the important genetic factor. So that's why when we will prepare the cuttings, we should consider number one genotype, or second one, if genotype is good, then we have.
Today we are going to discuss basics of landscape gardening. So we can say when we will design the landscape gardening, so what basic concept we should adopt in landscape designing. So all these things we will discuss today. So first thing, the what is garden? What is garden? So garden is a plant space, usually outdoors, set aside for the display, cultivation, and enjoyment of plants and other forms of nature. So a garden is a well planned space where we design new garden. So we can see the, if we will talk, if we are talking for the garden, then obviously it will be outdoors, set aside for the display, cultivation, and enjoyment of plants and other forms of nature. So especially for family members, or we can say visitors, tourists, travelers, they can enjoy in these beautiful plants and other designs of landscape, other forms of landscapes in the nature. So the garden can incorporate both natural and man-made materials. So in garden designing, we include the both natural, we incorporate the both natural as well as man-made materials. In man-made materials, we can say just you are adding the statue, fountain, lanterns, okay, or just we can say like carved stone, or if we are doing the some putting the some pot plants, or we can say the driveways, etc., play zone, etc. Or in all these are the man-made materials. Or if we are including the natural things, then we can say the existing vegetations we can add in that. Okay. Or we can say the any heritage items, mountain, if any rocks already present in that, or we can say if lowland, that is the pond, so we can give the shape of natural lake. So all these are the natural things. So gardening is the practice of growing plants. So we can say this one, gardening is a adjective. So it is the practice of growing plants. So I mean the growing in plants, you are well aware about the different categories of plants like trees, shrubs, herbaceous plants, or we can say the ground covers, annuals, vines and creepers, etc. Or if we will talk for individual one, then we can see the what is your objective. Just you are planting these plants for avenue purpose, or you want to enjoy the flowering beauty or foliage beauty, etc. So ornamental plants are normally grown for their flowers, foliage, or overall experience. So I mean the some plants have both foliage as well as flowering beauty, as well as beautiful canopy, artistic structure of the tree trunk, all these things. So maybe objectives are different. Okay. So it is very difficult to say कि just gardening we can do only for a specific. Okay. So garden may be designed on the specific theme, as well as we can consider or we can incorporate the many objectives in that. So a gardener is someone who practices gardening, is known as gardener. Types of gardening. So however, gardening is a common term, but if we will go in detail, then we will find out the different types of gardening. So number one is the residential gardening. That also we can say the home gardening. So I mean the where you reside. So I mean the at your home or your house you can design the gardenings. So there will be objective will be different. Your objective just to enjoy the beauty, or we can say the just for aesthetic purpose only. Or if we are designing the industrial gardening, so maybe other than the beauty or aesthetic value, maybe your objective for environment purification. Second one, public gardening. So I mean in urban areas, in cities, a municipal corporation developing the large gardens for enjoyment of public. Or in case of the indoor gardening, so I mean the at your home, your house, your office, your factory, we can plant the some ornamental plants in pots, trays, etc. And we can keep inside. So in this regard, NASA also recommended the several plants, though plants which are oxygen generators. So I mean the in indoor gardening, our main objective is for beautification. Then native plant gardening. So normally we can see the in residential gardening, indoor gardening, public gardening, we can consider the all type plants. Hello. Uh, ये पॉज हो जाएगा क्या वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग? पॉज वाला ऑप्शन है क्या रेट इसमें? वन मिनट, अभी तो गूगल ड्राइव पे गया हूँ मैं। मीट रिकॉर्डिंग, वीडियो है तो हाँ हाँ। अब इसमें क्या करना है इस वीडियो में? इसको मूव टू करूँ क्या? तो फिर वो भी तो होना चाहिए ना, वो है कहाँ? उसमें भी तो जाना पड़ेगा।